Hey guys, so I don't know if everyone's known this, because it's only like a couple days ago with the reset, but I certainly didn't know about it until I saw it online. So story mode, Nerub-ar Palace now available requires completion of first chapter of max level campaign. So I think that basically means up to the confrontation between you and Zalatath, and with Illyria, with the stuff that happens. So I think that's pretty much the end of the max level campaign. And then after you do that, you can go ahead and. But the brand new story mode difficulty on Nerub-ar Palace is now available, allowing the players to complete the Queen Ansarek encounter and Ajkahet story finale in a significantly reduced difficulty. All right, so the story mode with the weekly September 17th weekly with the weekly September 17th weekly reset. Story mode Nerub-ar Palace is now available. Story mode is a brand new difficulty that allows players to experience the culmination of the initial war within campaign by facing off against a significantly reduced difficulty version of Queen Ansarek. Players will be able to enter the story mode solo or in a group of up to 10 people. So that's really cool. There are no rewards for defeating Queen Ansarek in story mode. However, questline does provide rewards. I mean, obviously. How to unlock story mode? Unfortunately, unlocking story mode isn't a simple switching the game difficulty in game or a switching difficulty in game. You'll first need to complete a short quest line that we've detailed below. Prerequisite: finish the first chapter of the max level war within story campaign. You'll need to do this for each character you'd like to unlock the quest line. Okay, so it's not unlock it for one person, then get for everyone, which is kind of a shame because like you have the option. So like you go through the questing experience and you do all the campaign, the max level campaign, and then like with your next character that you level up, you can, if you've leveled up and you haven't finished that campaign, you can skip it and just go straight to max level campaign stuff, which is really good. So that way you don't have to be like, I I've just been leveling up with dungeons and I'm still all the way in freaking Isle of Dorn, and then I have to go to, you know, Hallowfall and Ringing Deeps, and I don't feel like doing that. Well, now you don't have to. You can just choose to skip it, which is cool. But it's a shame that you have to do it on each and every character for this. To start the story mode quest line by picking up the Our Chance to Strike quest from Webster in Donegal. Complete the short quest line in Ajkahet ending with To Kill a Queen, where you'll now be able to queue for story mode by interacting with Kriz the Loyal in the City of Threads in Ajkahet. There are no rewards for defeating Queen Ansarek in story mode. However, the quest line does provide some juicy final rewards and it can be completed on any difficulty, including story mode. Oh wow, 1,400 gold. That's um provides the following property: set item level based on crafting. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I wish they would have just given flat out gear, like a one-time piece of gear sort of thing. So what was it? You get the Enchanted Rune Harbinger Crest, 265 Valor Stones, 2,500 rep accommodation. Yeah, so okay, one-time warp, and then 1,400 gold. Again, I wish it would have just been a piece of gear. You know, it would have been great if it was just a piece of gear. But yeah, I mean it's pretty good. But I think that they definitely, because they're trying to introduce ways to let characters or players enjoy, the end game stuff without making them feel like, oh well, you need to jump into a guild to raid, or you just raid if you want to get the good gear. So right now we got delves, we've got with PvP, obviously you get PvP stuff because it's really no different than regular gear now. um you have your raids and Mythic Plus, but You have your great vault where you do a certain amount of like dungeons or whatever, and after like 5 you unlock something, after 8 you unlock something, and then when reset happens you can go and collect your loot and get all the goodies that you got, and it's really good gear. That's how I leveled up my mage so high up for the expansion. It was just like that gear and like time walking stuff, um where it's like, oh yeah, do like 5 time walking dungeons and it gives you like a really good piece of gear. um so I like the fact that they're trying to make it easier for people, because some people just don't have time. Some people don't have hours upon hours, a night or on the weekends to sit there and wait for raid and all that. So being able to do these, I wish it was like a solo type raid finder type thing. So like raid finder is already easy enough, but you still have to wait a while. You still have to wait. But doing it as a solo with maybe like what they have with the follower dungeons or whatever, where they give you like an AI team, have like raid finder, but then have like, you know, raids where you can go in by yourself with an AI team and take it on and still get the loot and stuff like that. Because again, even with raid finder, some people don't have 30-40 minutes to sit there and wait for for a queue to pop. And then once you get it, you got people leaving, you get people not knowing how to, and you just die and die and die. And sometimes, like, I've been in raid finder plenty of times where it seems like hours go by and we're still not done. People don't have that kind of time. So to make a solo experience where you can enjoy the raids, but not have to have the pressure of people like, oh, you need to do this, where you can learn the mechanics while you do it. But also like every week you can go back and, or, that'd be really good. So I think they definitely need to do something more when it comes to rating. Because it's good that you get to fight her. It's just the rewards. Why not just give us a piece of gear rather than giving us this? You know? But I like the idea. I like where hopefully they'll implement that. Yeah, nice addition seems like a cool feature. Um Hi, Roxas. Roxas is in the window right now. He came up to beside me and he was just meowing. I'm like, Roxas, what do you want? And then as soon as I get up, he jumps onto the bed and waits at the window. He wanted me to open the window for him. He's a silly boy. Ain't that right, Roxas? Yeah. All that meowing, he was just like, meow, meow, and all that just to open the window. He's so sweet. Um, really good addition and about time. Like I said, I really hope they do this like a full scale raid. We'll have, follower dungeons or follower raids. Because if we have follower dungeons, next step would be follower raids, which I think would be really good, because follower dungeons, you don't sit there and wait. You queue up, you don't sit there and wait 10-15 minutes, and then the queue doesn't pop only to like, oh, someone declined it. No. The thing pops, you get in there, you do it. It takes about as long as it would with a group. Even less time, because you get groups where like, BRB, you gotta go smoke a cigarette. It's like, why didn't you do that beforehand? Or BRB, ordering food, or just they don't say anything and they just disconnect or whatever, and then you're sitting around waiting. You don't have that problem with the follower dungeons. You go in, you get it done, you get out. So I think the follower dungeons, that concept is a lot better for people who don't have time. So again, raid finder is fine, but some people again don't have time 40-50 minutes to sit there and wait, and that's just the waiting time. And then you get in, and depending on which raid it is, it could be 4 bosses or 5 bosses. whatever it is. And it's like, oh boy, it's been 2 hours already and we're still not done. Oh, some people don't have that time. So having like a, follower raid type thing where you go in and it's like 5 to 10 people, like AI characters, where they all have their own little roles and you don't have to tell them what to do, because they're already programmed to do, like, oh hey, don't stand in that, don't, I think that would really help. But again, I think follower dungeons might have been implemented, one, to make things easier, and to kind of see how it goes over, because Blizzard might want to implement, the follower raids, which I hope they do. I hope they do. Unfortunately, the follower dungeons, you don't get like that special bonus, loot, the gear, or not gear, but like the gold and experience that you would get from clicking and queuing up for a random dungeon. But you still have just as much chance of getting something in the dungeon. And unlike in dungeons, you pretty much, you can loot everything. It's not like, oh, I can't loot this because, no, you can loot everything. So it's a lot more gold, a lot more gear that you can sell for gold, gear. So I like the idea of follower dungeons, and I hope that is a test to see if people will respond well to it, and then they'll say, hey guys, we're introducing follower raids. But one can only hope. But it's still a great step in the right direction. Being able to fight an end raid boss by just doing a quest and not getting as much cool stuff like the gear, but it's, it gave me some gold, which might be able to purchase me like a piece of gear. But anyway, let me know if you've tried it. What do you think of it? Do you think it should be expanded upon and to, like I said, follower raids, and end game content? What do you think about it? Do you think they should add more things instead of, what they have right now, so that players have more access to end game gear? Or do you like it when it's an exclusive group, like, oh hey, these people have all the best gear because they raided, while all these people didn't because they don't raid at all? Do you like the exclusive, the whole kind of like membership club type thing? Or are you one of those people who are like, yeah, I want to do it, it's just I don't have time to sit there and raid? Anyway, let me know. Whatever your thoughts are about the game or life, doesn't matter. Let me know. But that's going to do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.